You know, sometimes the people we least expect can change the most. Life has a way of surprising us, especially when it comes to the hearts of those we think we already understand. Let me tell you about Zaccheaus, a man whose story is all about unexpected transformation. So picture this: Jericho, a lively city, buzzing with energy, full of traders, travelers, and the sounds of daily life. The streets are crowded, the air is thick with excitement and chatter, and everyone seems to be in a hurry. In the middle of all this, there's Zaccheaus. But he wasn't just any man. He was the chief tax collector, the top guy in charge of collecting money for the Romans. In those days, tax collectors were not the most popular people. In fact, they were often seen as greedy and dishonest, working for the enemy and taking more than their share. Most people thought of them as traitors, cheating their own people for money. Zaccheaus was no exception. He was judged, gossiped about, and avoided by almost everyone. And Zaccheaus? He was rich, but honestly, he was also really lonely. All the money in the world couldn't buy him true friendship or acceptance. One day, Zaccheaus heard some exciting news. Jesus, the famous teacher and healer, was coming to town. The whole city was buzzing with anticipation. But there was a problem. Even though Zaccheaus was wealthy and powerful, he was also, well, kind of short. He couldn't see over the crowd no matter how hard he tried. When the crowd gathered along the road to see Jesus, Zaccheaus found himself completely blocked out, unable to catch even a glimpse. But Zaccheaus really wanted to see Jesus. He was determined, maybe even desperate, to find out what made this man so special. So what did he do? He ran ahead of the crowd and climbed up a sycamore tree, just like a curious kid, eager for a better view. He didn't care if people laughed or stared. He just wanted to see Jesus for himself. Now, imagine the scene. Jesus walking by, surrounded by a huge crowd, everyone pushing and shouting, hoping to get his attention. But suddenly, Jesus stops, looks up at Zaccheaus in the tree, and calls him by name. "Zaccheaus, come down! I'm staying at your house today." Can you imagine how shocked everyone must have been? Wow. Out of everyone in the crowd, Jesus chose Zaccheaus, the outcast, the one nobody liked. People started whispering, "Why is Jesus hanging out with a sinner? Doesn't he know who Zaccheaus is?" The crowd just couldn't believe it. But here's the most amazing part. Zaccheaus came down from that tree so excited, so happy. For the first time in a long time, he felt seen and valued. As soon as Jesus stepped into his home, something changed in Zaccheaus' heart. It was like a light switched on inside him. He stood up, full of courage, and said, "Lord, I'll give half of my possessions to the poor." That's a huge promise for someone who'd spent his life collecting wealth. And then he added, "If I cheated anyone, I'll pay them back 4 times as much." He wanted to make things right, to show everyone that he was truly changed. Imagine that. A man known for taking, now giving back more than anyone ever expected. His generosity shocked the whole town, and Jesus said, "Today salvation has come to this house." In that moment, Zaccheaus found forgiveness, acceptance, and a brand new start. Zaccheaus' story reminds me, and maybe you too, that nobody is too far gone for a second chance. No matter how others see us, there's always hope for change. No matter who you are or what you've done, Jesus sees you, calls you by name, and offers a fresh start. He looks past our mistakes and sees our potential. Sometimes, all it takes is one encounter to turn your whole life around. Just like Zaccheaus, you can experience a transformation that changes everything. Thanks for listening. If Zaccheaus' story inspired you, share this with your family and friends. You never know who might need to hear about hope and the power of a second chance today.